Hello dear students and teachers, welcome back to my channel. For SSLC exam 2025, it is a very important video because all the important and definite 2 mark questions or concepts are discussed here. Whatever questions we are discussing here, definitely those are very important for your examination. Dear students, do watch the complete video and also do subscribe the channel because 3 mark, 4 mark, 1 mark important questions will be uploaded. And also the worksheet, the 2 marks worksheet will be uploaded in my Telegram or WhatsApp channel. Do join them. The link is in the description. Dear students, the important worksheet is uploaded in my WhatsApp or Telegram group. Do join them and also we'll start solving the problems. First important concept for your exam is based on the sum of n terms. Here, first what you should do is first learn the formula. Do repeat with me the formula. The sum of n terms. Do repeat the sum of n terms, that is Sn equals n by 2, n divided by 2 bracket 2 times a plus n minus 1 into b. So, before solving any problem, what you should know is the formula. Without knowing the formula, you cannot solve the problem. So, first try to learn this formula. Sn equals n divided by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Here, the first question, find the sum of 20 terms of the AP 2 plus 7 plus 12 and so on using the formula. First, write down the AP. In the examination, write down the given AP as it is. That is 2, 7, 12 and so on. These students have already learnt the problem. It's okay to learn again because we'll be discussing the questions. A equals the first term A equals what is the first term here? What is the first number of this AP? That is 2. So A equals 2. Then the common difference of any two consecutive numbers, that is 7 minus 2 or 12 minus 7, difference of any two consecutive numbers, that is common difference D equals A2 minus A1, that is 7 minus 2, we get 5. Next, we need to find out sum of how many terms? 20 terms. Therefore, n equals what? 20. The first term a equals 2, common difference d equals 5, and the sum of 20 terms we should find out. Therefore, n equals 2. Now, substitute in this formula. Yes, 20 equals, what is n here? N is 20. 20 divided by 2 times what is the value of A? A is 2 plus bracket. Don't miss the bracket. Whatever it's there in the formula, write as it is. What is the value of n? N is 20. 20 minus 1 as it is. Replace A, N and D. D is what here? D is 5. Now, yes, 20 equals, what is 20 by 2? 2 ones are 2 tens are. Therefore, it is 10. Now, 2 into 2 is what? 4 plus, inside the bracket first, 20 minus 1 is what? 19 into 5. Do follow the complete step, equals 10 into 4 plus, what is 19 into 5? We get 95. Now S20 equals what we get? 10 into 4 plus 95 is 99. Now the sum of 20 terms S20 equals 10 into 99 we get 990. Therefore the sum of 20 term is 990. The students in the examinations, what you should do is write down the AP, find out the first term, common difference and n. Then write the formula. If you substitute, you will get, writing the formula will get half marks. Substituting the values will get half marks. Simplification half marks. Final answer half mark. Therefore, we will get 2 marks for this question. There are similar questions I have given for your practice. Do solve those questions. Do solve the complete questions, and also the board has released 2 model papers to solve those questions. Now we'll be moving to next question. Second question, find the 20th term of the arithmetic progression 6, 10, 14 and so on using the formula. Okay, students, again, what is the first step? What you need to do is learn the formula. The nth term of an AP, AN equals A plus N minus 1 into D. Don't get confused between sum of n terms and the nth term. Nth term is AN equals A plus N minus 1 into D. What is the first step? Learn the formula. Do repeat with me. AN equals A plus N minus 1 into D. Here, if you learn this formula in 4-mark question, again, based on the arithmetic progression, you will get 4-mark question. If you write this formula in that question, for the question, you will get again half marks for writing the formula. Therefore, nth term of an AP, AN equals A plus N minus 1 into D. Again, first step, write down the AP. AP, what is given AP? 6, 10, 14 and so on. First step, what you need to do? Write down the AP and find out the first term, common difference and n. First term, what is the first number of the first term here? It is 6. Next, common difference is difference of any two consecutive numbers. Find out the consecutive numbers and subtract it. That is 10 minus 6 is 4 or 14 minus 10 is 4. N, what is the value of n? It is 20. We need to find out the 20th term. Therefore, n equals 20. Now, substitute a, d and n in this form. A 20. Replace n by 20 equals, what is the value of a? It is 6. 6 plus, we have bracket. Don't get confused here. What are the brackets? It's there in the formula. Continue as it is until you simplify. Inside the bracket, what we have is n minus 1. That is 20. N is 20 minus 1 as it is. Into common difference is 4. Now, A20, 20th term. A20 means 20th term. 6 plus, what is 20 minus 1? It is 19 into 4. A20 equals 6 plus, what is 19 into 4? Multiply 19, 19, 19 into 4. What we get is 76. First multiply, then add. That is the rule you should follow. Now 6 plus 76 is 82. Therefore, the 20th term is what? 82. The 20th term of the arithmetic progression is 82. Dear students, similar questions for your practice has been given in this worksheet. Find the 15th term of the arithmetic progression 3, 8, 13 using the formula. Do download the worksheet, solve complete questions here. Complete 2 mark questions will be discussed in this video. Do watch the complete video. The questions based on Thales theorem, A criteria, SAS, all those questions will be asked for 2 mark questions. Those questions will be discussed here in this video. Third question, solving a pair of linear equations in two variables by elimination method. The method itself, it says that you should eliminate any one of the variable. First write down the given equation. X plus y equals 8. Take this as equation. See, whatever the question is there, you should write again. You should write again the given data. That is very important. Next equation is 2x minus y equals what? 7. Take this as equation 2. Dear student, here the variables are here are x and y. The variables in these equations are x and y. What you should do is you should eliminate any one of the variable. Here, when you can cancel the terms as opposite sign. For example, you have plus y and minus y. So you can cancel. That means you can eliminate y variable here. The same way, to eliminate or cancel, what you should do is you should have same variable, same coefficient, and the sign should be opposite. Here you have plus y and you have minus y. That means if you add these two equations, you can eliminate the variable y. So what I'll do, add equation 1 and equation 2. Why we are adding here? Because we have the variable y which is opposite in sign and also it has coefficient same. Here the coefficient is 1. Here the coefficient is 1. Variable is y here. Variable is y here. But they are opposite. In same coefficient, same variable with opposite sign, you can cancel. So first equation x plus y equals what? 8. Next equation 2x minus y equals 7. You should learn when to add the linear equation and when to subtract. You will subtract when the variables have same sign. To make its opposite sign, you will subtract. Here, plus y minus y will get cancelled because they are opposite in sign and also they have same coefficient. Now, x plus 2x is 3x. 3x equals 8 plus 7 is 15. So, x equals, divide both the side by 3. You'll get 15 by 3. Now, 3 times 1, 3 times 5. Therefore, x equals what? 5. So we got x as what? 5. Now, what we need to? We need to find out the value of y. Therefore, put the value of x equals 5 in equation 1 or any one of the equation is okay because equation 1 is very simple. Replace x by 5 plus y equals 8. Now y equals what? 8. This plus y to RHS, it becomes minus 5. Therefore y equals what? Y equals 8 minus 5 is 3. Therefore we got y equals what? 3. Dear student, to solve these equations, a pair of linear equations in two variables, first write down the equations. Equation 1. Do follow all the steps and keep on when you're watching this video, take a book and pen, try to keep on solving, try to understand, try to watch the videos again and again, try to understand the stepwise procedure, what you have to do stepwise. Take equation 1 and 2. Observe the equation y. The variable y are in opposite sign. That means we can easily cancel and add the x variables. what you will get the value of x. Substitute the value of x in equation 1, you will get y. You should solve. See, to learn any concept, you should try to solve many questions. See, previous year question papers are there. The board has released model papers and also the taluk level preparatory has been conducted. Try to extract the questions from previous year. See, these questions have been, this concept, that is elimination method concept, has been repeated in almost all the board papers. So, what you should do is take the questions from the previous year board papers and solve. There are few questions for your practice to solve this complete. Dear students, you have hardly few counting days for the exam. Do not waste any time. Try to download the worksheet, take a print out, start solving each and every question. After solving this, do try to solve the questions from the previous year board papers and also from the possible pick the questions from the textbook. Moving to question number 4, solving the quadratic equation by the method of factorization. This concept you have already learned in ninth standard by the solving uh, a equation by the method of they solve their quadratic polynomial by the method of factorization. Here it is quadratic equation. If you learn this factorization method, again it will be useful in solving 3-mark question from the chapter polynomials, where you will be finding out sum of zeros and product of zeros, that is for 3 mark. So try to learn the concept, method of factorization. This concept will definitely fetch you around 5 marks. So try to learn this concept. Very important concept for the examination. Here, what is the quadratic equation? The quadratic equation is x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. And the first step is whether you check whether the equation is in standard form of the quadrant ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. X square, x and constant. Here x square, x and the constant. That means the given equation is in standard form. Now, after that what you should do, you should multiply the first and last term. Multiply x square into 6. You'll get 6x square. Multiply the first term and the last term. Now, if you add, you should get the middle term 5x. If you add, what you should get? Middle term 5x. If you multiply, you should get 6x square. Find out two numbers such that if you add, you should get 5x. If you multiply, you should get 6x square. See, the numbers will be 3x and 2x, right? Plus 3x plus 2x. 3 2s are 6, 3 plus 2 is 5. Therefore, split the middle term x square plus, split the middle term as what? 3x and 2x. Hope you have understood this. Plus 6 as it is. Here, see, I have split the middle term 5x as 3x plus 2x. Right? The first step is splitting the middle term. Multiply first and last term, you will get 6x square. If you add, you should get 5x. If you multiply, you should get 6x square. So try to follow all the step you should follow. Then you will be able to solve in the examination. Don't skip any step. Here, I'm writing x square as x into x. 3x as 3 into x. Why? To take the common factor. 2x as 2 into x. 6 as 2 into 3. So this is for your understanding. Now, in these two terms, what is common? X and x is common. Take x out. What you get? What is remaining here? X plus 3. X plus 3. Here in this two term, what is common? 2 and 2. Take 2 out. What you get? X plus 3 equals to 0. Now, in this whole term, what is common? See here, x plus 3 is common. See, this will be same for all the problems. You get a common terms will be there. You should take it out. X plus 3, if you take it out, what is remaining? X plus 2. X plus 2 equals to 0. Now, equate it to 0. X plus 3 equals to 0. X plus 2 equals to 0. Now, shift plus 3 to RHS, it becomes minus 3. Plus 2 to RHS, it becomes minus 2. Therefore, the roots are x equals minus 3 and x equals minus 2. Hope you have understood what is the first step. Multiply the first and last term. Then what you should do? If you add, you should get the middle term. If you multiply, you should get 6x squared. Split the middle term and take the common factors and find out the roots. The questions try to solve. There are many questions on the textbook. Here I have given few questions. This concept, method of factorization method, try to give importance to that. Definitely it will be useful to solve the questions from the unit polynomials also, where it will be asked for around 3 marks. So don't ignore this. Yes, students, if you are struggling in maths, the tip or the important advice what I give is to learn a concept, it hardly takes few simple efforts. You know that these are the important questions for the exam. What you should do, you should sit with your teacher, request the teacher to uh, teach these concepts. See, watch the complete video in case if you have not understood. Sit with your teacher. Otherwise, anyone who knows this concept, sit with your brother or sister, sit with them, try to learn and try to solve different questions. Definitely you can learn. Definitely you can learn these concepts. Try to learn the concept. Then you can solve hundreds of questions. For the examination, solving the quadratic equation by method of factorization is important. Try to solve different questions. Definitely those questions will be coming for the examination. Here are the few important questions. When the negative term is there, you should see uh, multiply first and last term and see based on the sign you should assume those two numbers. So we'll try to solve a few steps for this question. See, the quadratic equation here is 2x squared minus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. The equation is in standard form. Multiply first and last term. 2x squared into 3. 2x squared into 3. What you get? 6x squared. Now, if you multiply, you should get 6x squared. If you add, you should get minus 5x. It is not plus 5x as previous problem. It is minus 5x. So, you should take the negative terms. That is minus 3x minus 2x. Here, minus into minus plus 6x squared minus 3x minus 2x. If you are adding, you will get minus 5x. So, you can solve this question. Try to solve this question. Next question from the unit quadratic equation, finding the discriminant of the quadratic equation and finding the nature of the roots. The discriminant of the quadratic equation, that is delta or capital D equals b square minus 4ac. The discriminant of a quadratic equation is given by delta equals b square minus 4ac. Repeat with me, delta equals b square minus 4ac. Now what is the given quadratic equation? 2x square plus 3x minus 7 equals to 0. So if you compare the standard quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. What is the value of a? A equals coefficient of x square, that is 2. See, a equals only 2, not 2x square. Many of the papers are seen in the while evaluating the papers, they'll write a equals to x square. A is only a number, constant. So a equals only 2. B equals what? It is plus 3. C equals what? It is minus 7. Now substitute these values. So delta equals what is b square? That is 3 square minus 4 into what is a is 2 into c is what? Minus 7. Now delta equals what is 3 square? 3 into 3 is 9. 3 square is not 3 into 2 as 6. It is 3 into 3. Minus, you have minus here, again minus here. Multiply, you'll get minus into minus plus. 4 2s are 8. 8 into 7 is 56. 4 2s are 8. 8 into 7, you get 56. Now add with 9. Therefore, delta equals what? 65. Now you got discriminant delta equals what? 65. But based on this discriminant, you should write down the nature of the roots. If delta is equals to 0, that means the roots are equal. If delta is less than 0, what we say? The roots are imaginary. If delta is greater than 0, the roots are real and distinct. Here, see the delta value 65 is greater than 0. Therefore, we can say since delta here, what we got 65 is greater than 0, the roots are real and distinct. So if you get any negative number, that means that is less than 0, the roots are imaginary. If it is equals to 0, that means the roots are equal. You will get the roots which will be equal. So few questions. Dear students, based on this discriminant, you will be asked this kind of questions or finding the value of k based on the nature of the roots, that will be solving in further. In this video only we'll be solving those questions. Moving to next question from the unit real numbers. In case if proving it as the given number as irrational, if it is not asked for 2 mark, then definitely it will be there for 3 mark. So definite question for your exam for 2 or 3 mark, we need to prove that 3 plus root 5 is an irrational. Already last video I put this concept. Dear student, what is the first step? By the method of contradiction, what we need to prove is this 3 plus root 5 as an irrational number. But by the method of contradiction, you should assume the given number as a rational number. What is the first step? Let us assume. What we should assume? Let us assume 3 plus root 5 is a rational number. What is the first step? You should assume the given number as what? Rational. We know that rational number will be of the form 3 plus root 5 equals what? P by Q. First step, assume it as rational number. Rational number is of the form P by Q. Where P and Q are what? Integers. You can P and Q belongs to Z. That means P, and you can write it in statement form also. P and Q are integers where Q should not be equal to 0. Now keep this irrational number root 5, the LHS, and shift plus 3 to RHS. What you get? P by Q plus 3. After shifting it becomes minus 3. Now root 5 equals P. Take LCM, you get P minus 3 Q all divided by Q. P minus 3Q all divided by Q. Here this implies, so these are the three statements. This implies root 5 is, from this equation, what we are getting is root 5 is rational number, because by P minus 3Q by Q is rational. So here root 5 is rational because P minus 3Q by Q is rational. But what? But we know that WKT root 5 is what? It is irrational. We know that it is irrational. But what we are getting is root 5 is rational because P minus 3Q by Q is rational. But we know that therefore what we have assumed is wrong. Our assumption is what? Wrong. Therefore 5 plus, sorry, 3 plus root 5 is irrational. See, these three statements you should write. That carries around 1 mark. Assumption, I'm writing it in the form of rational number, half marks. This step half marks, and conclusion you get 1 mark. Half, 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 half. It will be split into 4 steps. Assuming, simplification, and conclusion. Hope you have understood. Try to solve these questions. Next question, it is from the unit probability. So you can expect for 3 marks plus 1 mark or 2 marks, 2 questions. So the probability of ensure event, that means the event which is going to take place for 100% sure, like the students passing in examination. See, I assume that you all will pass in the examination. It is a sure that will going to happen definitely. That means the event that is going to happen definitely. That means that is a sure event. The probability of sure event is what? 1. What is the probability of sure event? It is 1. What is the probability of impossible event? The event which does not take place at all. It will be 0. What is the probability of an event? E. And probability of complement of its event, not E, is what? 1. Based on this, you can expect 1 marks. Probability of an event, E. Probability of an event, complements of event is what? 1. That means if while playing a game The probability of winning a game is zero point 0.3. What is the probability of losing it? It will be 1 minus zero point 0.3, that is 0.7. The sum of, next fourth question, the sum of all the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment is 1. The sum of probability of all the elementary events of an experiment is 1. Now we'll be solving questions based on the probability. A box contains, first question, a box contains 3 blue balls, 2 white balls and 4, sorry, it is marbles. A box contains 3 blue marbles, 2 white marbles and 2 red marbles. That means total number of marbles, n of s. What is the total number of marbles? 3 plus 2 plus 4, that you will get. You have total 9 marbles, that is n of s, that is sample space is what? 9. Always you should find out the sample space. That is sample space here is 2 blue balls, white, 2 blue marbles, 2 white marbles and 4 red marbles. Add, you get 3 blue marbles, 2 white marbles and 4 red marbles. Therefore n of s is what? 9. If a marble is drawn random from the box, what is the probability that it is a white marble? So let A be the event of getting white marble. Therefore, how many white marbles you have? It is 2. Therefore, n of A is what? 2. Now, the probability of event A, you should assume an event here. Let A be the event of getting the white marbles. Therefore, n of A is what? 2. Probability of event A is n of A by n of S. What is n of A? Here it is 2. 2, you have 2 white marbles divided by n of S, that is sample space, it is 2 by 9. Therefore, the probability of getting event A is 2 by 9. Now, second question. Blue marble, that is let B be the event of drawing the blue marble. Therefore, n of B, how many blue balls you have? Blue marbles, it is 3. Therefore, P probability of event B is what? 3 by, that is n of B by n of B by n of S. What is n of B? It is 3 by 9. So if you want to simplify, you can simplify. Otherwise, you keep 3 by 9 as it is, you will get them off. 3 ones are 3, 3 is 3, 1 by 3. Next, third question. What is the probability of drawing the red marble? So this, I leave it for you to solve. 4 by, it will be 4 by 9. By seeing the question, you can tell, but what you should do is you should write the steps. Next question, Ravi, from the probability, very simple questions are there in the textbook. Try to solve and we include a few questions here and also from the PSA board paper. Ravi tosses two different coins simultaneously. First, write down the sample space. Two coins are tossed simultaneously. You might get head, tail, or tail, head, or head, head, or tail, tail. Is there any other possibilities? No. When you toss two coins simultaneously, these are the four possibilities. That is n of s. How many possibilities you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. For n of s is 4. Now, what is the probability that you'll get at least one head? At least one head where we what we have, let, I'll assume an event, let A be the event. What is the event? Event of getting at least one head. You should write here, I'm not writing here. Let A be the event of getting at least one head. Therefore, what will be the sample space for event A? At least one head. You have one head here. Here you have one head, TH. You have both the heads here. At least what we should have here is minimum one head. HS. Here you don't have head. Therefore, N of A is what? 1, 2, 3. That is 3. Now, what is the probability of event A? That is probability of getting at least one head is N of A by N of S. What you get is 3 by 4. So the probability, you can try for at least one tail. Okay. See, in case if they ask at most means you should exclude. At most in maximum you should have only one head. Know the difference between at least and at most. At least means minimum. At most in maximum you should have one head. So a few questions are there for your practice. A die is thrown once. What is the probability that it is a prime number? What is find the probability that the number is lying between 2 and 6 and an odd number? See, if you are throwing a die, what are the possible outcomes? You get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Is there any other number you get when you're throwing a die? No, you get only from 1 to 6. So what is n of x? What is all the possibilities? You have 6 possibilities. That is n of 6. What is the first question? Getting a prime number. Let A be the event. Let A be the event of getting what? Prime number. Should write it. Let A be the event of getting prime number. What is prime number, composite number, odd number, even number? All this you should know actually. So A equals what? What are the prime numbers here? 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, and 5 is a prime number. Therefore, it is 2, 3, 5. 1 is not a prime number. It starts from 2. 2. What is a prime number? Any number which is divisible by number 1 and itself. 2, 3, 5. Therefore, n of A is what? What are the possibilities are there? Three possibilities are there. Therefore, the probability of event A is what? N of A by N of S. What you get is 3 by 6. Therefore, the answer will be 3 by 6 or 1 by 2. Right. So, same instead of number, what we have is here the letters. This was asked in previous year board paper. Few questions are there. Try to solve those questions, and also for probability to understand the concept better, try to solve the questions from the textbook. Next question, very simple question from the unit trigonometry. You should know all the 6 trigonometric ratios. Based on that, you will be asked 2 mark question. In 2 marks, you have one question, whereas based on identities and standard angles, you have 3 mark questions, and also can be asked in 1 mark. So total you can get around 3 plus 2 plus 1, 5, maximum 5 to 6 marks. Dear students, observe this right angle, triangle. Here we have angle P. This angle R. With respect to angle P, opposite is 4, adjacent is 3, and hypotenuse is 5. But with respect to angle R, opposite to angle R is what? 3, whereas adjacent will be 4. Now we need to find out sine P. What is sine? What is the sine? The ratio is opposite side by hypotenuse. Here what they have asked is sine P. With respect to angle P, you should write out the sine ratio. With respect to P, what is opposite? Opposite is 4 with respect to angle P. Hypotenuse will be same, that is 5. Therefore, sin P is 4 by 5. Now, tan R. What is the ratio? Tan ratio? Opposite by adjacent. What is opposite with respect to R? With respect to angle R, it is 3. Adjacent is 4. Therefore, you can try for other standard ratios. There are few questions are there for your practice. Yeah, cos P. Cos P is what? Adjacent by hypotenuse with respect to P. Adjacent is 3. Hypotenuse 5. There it is. 3 by 5. What is cosecant? It is hypotenuse by opposite. First, try to learn the 6 trigonometric ratios. That is, sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse. Next, cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. Next, tan theta is opposite by adjacent. Now, sin theta reciprocal is cosecant. Cosecant theta is just reciprocally hypotenuse by opposite. Secant theta reciprocal of cosecant theta hypotenuse by adjacent. Next, cot theta adjacent by opposite reciprocal of tan theta. Try to learn the ratios first, and with respect to which angle you should find out the ratios. You do it very simple for 2 months. Dear student, I have already told you based on the discriminant of the quadratic equation, you might get this finding the value of discriminant and writing the nature of roots or finding the value of k. Here, for what value of k the equation kx square plus 6x plus 1 equals to 0 has equal roots. That means they are given the condition delta equal roots means the discriminant will be equal to 0. What is discriminant? B square minus 4ac. So this is already they have given in the question. Equal roots. That means delta is equal to 0. That means discriminant will be equal to 0. What is discriminant? B square minus 4ac. Write down the equation kx square plus 6x plus 1 equals. What is the value of a? That is k. A equals k. B equals the coefficient of x is 6. Therefore, b equals 6. And c equals what? 1. Substitute here 6 square minus 4 into a is what? K into c is what? 1 equals to 0. 6 square is 36 minus 4 into k is 4k into 1 is 4 equals to 0. So this 4k to RHS you get 4k equals 36. K equals 36 by 4. You get k equals what? 9. Very simple question for 2 marks. Already the condition they have given in the question, that is roots are equal. If the roots are equal, discriminant delta will be equal to 0. B square minus 4 is equal to 0. Find out the coefficient A, B and C, substitute and simplify and find out the value of K. Questions are there for your practice. See, to get this kind of questions, try to get the questions from the previous year board papers. I have included only 2 questions here, but try to solve few questions from the previous year board paper. Next question, find the HCF and LCM of 12, 15, 21 using prime factorization. Let's find out the factors of 12, 15 and 21. So 12, start dividing from the number, the smallest number 2, 2, 6, next 2 times 3. The factors of 12 are 2, 2 into 2 into 3. Next, in the same way, find out the factors of 15. So it cannot be completely divided by 2. So start from 3. 3, 5, 0. So what you get? The factors of 15 are 3 into 5. Next, in the same way, 21, 3 times 7. Therefore, 21 equals 3 times 7. Here, HCF is the common HCF is the common in all these factors. What is common? So you have 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. Therefore, HCF is what? 3. So that means the number which divides all the 3 numbers, that is 12, 15 and 21 is 3. Therefore, HCF equals what? 3. That is, it should be common in all the 3 factors of these numbers, 12, 15 and 20. LCM is what? 2 square into, that is 2 into 2 is 2 square. Next, you should write everything but the common, you should write only one. That is 2 square. LCM is 2 square into 3 into 5 into 7. Check. 2 square I have written, 3 I have written. See, 3 is common, I have written only once. 5 and 7. So what you get? 2 square is 4. 3 into 5 into 7. What you get? 4 3 is a 12. 12 5 is a 60. 60 into 7 is 420. Therefore, LCM is what? 420. This is the least number where uh, it is divided by 12, 15 and 21. HCF of two numbers are 3 and 16. HCF and LCM of two numbers are 3 and 60 respectively. That means HCF they have given it as 3, LCM they have given it as 60. One of the numbers is 12. We should find out the other number. You know the relation between HCF and LCM and the two numbers. HCF into LCM equals what? The product of two numbers. What is HCF? LCM is 60 because the first number is 12, it will find the second number. Therefore, divide both the side by 12, what will get? B equals 3 into 60 by 12. 12 ones are 12, 5s. So, 5s are 50. Therefore, the other number is, see this I have selected only one question, but solve few questions from the textbook. Finding the HCF and LCM, and based on these relations finding the other numbers. And also in you can they can ask the definition of composite number, prime number, and relationship between HCF and LCM, and also the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Next question, finding the distance between the 2 points. Now first learn the formula. D equals distance D equals square root. Repeat with me. Distance D equals square root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So distance D equals square root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. What are the points here? It is 2, 3 and 6, 6. Take this as x1, y1. Next point is x2, y2. x1 is 2, y1 is 3, x2 is 6, y2 is 6. Now substitute this. D equals square root of what is x2? That is 6 minus x1 is 2. Just substitute the values. Whole square plus y2 is what? 6. minus y1 is 3 whole square. Now d equals 6 minus 2 is what? 4 square. 6 minus 3 is 3 square as it is. Now d equals what is 4 square? It is not 4 into 2. 4 into 4 is 16 plus 3 into 2 is 9. What we get is 16 plus 9 is 25. Now square root of 25 is what? 5 units. So distance equals 5 units. Based on the distance formula, you get 2 mark questions all based on the midpoint formula. Finding the distance between origin and the point, 1 mark question. There are few questions for your practice to solve this question. Dear students, I have included few additional questions from the AP. How many two-digit numbers are divisible by 3? First, list down the two-digit numbers, which is complete, which is a few numbers which is divisible by 3. Then, using the nth term formula, you can find out the value of n. So again, using the nth term formula, find out the n. If n is a whole number, that means it is a term. If you get n in the form of fraction or the decimal point, that means n is not a the 130 is not a term. You can try this question, finding the sum of 100 positive integers using formula. That is n. You should use the formula Sn equals n into n plus 1 by 2. Few questions, statement questions from pair of linear equation. Now we'll be moving to next important question, finding the midpoint of the line joining the points. What are the points they have given here? 4, comma 5 and 6, comma 9. What we should do? Take it as x1, y1. Here it is as x2, y2. What is the midpoint formula? P of x comma y equals x2 plus x1 by 2 comma y2 plus y1 by x2 plus x1 by 2 comma y2 plus y1 by 2. Substitute P of x comma y equals, what is x2? It is 6. x1 is 4 by 2. What is y2? 9. y1 is 5 divided by 2. What you get? 6 plus 4 is 10 by 2 comma 9 plus 5 is 14 by 2. After dividing, we get the midpoint P of x comma y equals 10 by 2 is 5, 14 by 2 is 7. Therefore, P of x comma y equals 5 comma 7. Therefore, repeat the midpoint formula with me. P of x comma y equals x2 plus x1 by 2 comma y2 plus y1 by 2. Based on the midpoint formula and the section formula, you might get 3 mark question. It is not asking 2 mark and 1 mark. Few questions are there for your practice. Do practice all these questions. Dear students, next question based on a pair of linear equation. We know that each linear equation in two variables represents a straight line. See, these two straight lines are intersecting at only one point. That means the lines are intersecting. They have unique solution. If they are parallel, no solution. And if they both coincide, that means they have infinitely many solutions. Here, they are given two linear equations in two variables. That is first equation 2x minus 3y equals 8. Next equation is 2 into k minus 4 into x minus ky equals k plus 3. What is the condition they are given? They are given it is inconsistent. That means parallel lines. They have no no solution at all. Instead of giving inconsistent, they might give no solution. For no solution, what is the condition? A1 by A2 equals B1 by B2 and not equal to C1 by C. If they are coincident, that means infinitely many solutions. It will be A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 equals to C1 by C2. Substitute the value A1. What is A1? Is 2. 2 by A2 is 2 into A minus 4 equals B1 by B2 is B1 is minus 3 by B2 is minus K. 2 will get cancelled and also minus and minus what you get is 1 by K minus 4 equals 3 by cross multiply K into 1 is equals 3 into K, 3K minus 3 4s are 12. Now this minus 12 becomes plus 12. So this K large becomes minus 3K minus K equals 2K. 2K equals 12. K equals what? 12 by 2 is 6. Therefore, the value of K is 6. Same question, similar question, infinitely many solutions. That means the lines are coincident. First, try to learn the condition. If the lines are intersecting at one point, that means unique solution. What is the condition? A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. If the lines are parallel, that means no solution. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, which is not equal to C1 by C2. If the lines are coincident, infinitely many solution a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 which is equal to c1 by the c2. Based on this we'll get uh, at least in the 1 mark question you'll get question, if not definitely for 2 mark question. So try to learn those concepts. Dear students, there are 4 important theorems are there from the unit triangles. That is Thales theorem, A similarity criteria for 2 triangles, that is A criteria or triple A criteria, triple S, that is side similarity criterion for 2 triangles. Next, SAS. There are 4 theorems are there. From 4 theorems, you can expect 1 4 mark, one theorem for 4 mark, and if Thales theorem is asked for 4 or 5 marks, that means 2 or 3 mark question will be based on other theorems because the question paper should include all the concepts. Therefore, definitely in case if SAS theorem is asked for 4 marks, definitely you can expect the problems based on the other theorems. So it is very important to understand the theorems. So the proof of these theorems will be explained later. Now to solve the problems, we'll just understand the basics. What Thales theorem says that if a line is drawn parallel, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other sides, distinct point, the other 2 sides are divided in the same ratio. Here the line D is drawn parallel to BC, that means it divides the sides in the same ratio, that is AD by DB. AD by DB equals what? AE by EC. See, this is the theorem. AD by DB equals AE by EC. You can write it in other form as AD by whole side, that is AB. This is the corollary of Thales theorem. AD by AB equals AE E by AC. So these two can be used for tracing. That is AD by in a triangle, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in the distinct point, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. That is AD by DB equals AE by EC or AD by AB equals AE by EC. This is the third set. Next we'll move to triple A criteria. That means the triple A criteria, it says that in two triangles, if corresponding angles are equal, for example, angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, angle C is equal to angle F. That means if in two triangles, if corresponding angles are equal, then their sides will be in proportion. That is AB by DE equals what? Next side BC by EF equals what? AC by DF. You should understand this to solve the problem. Angle A, if angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, angle C equals angle F. That means if the corresponding angles are equal in two triangles, then the triangles will be similar. That is triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Hope you have understood. The same way, corresponding angles are equal, the sides will be in proportion and two triangles will be similar. Next, SSS, that is side similarity criteria for two triangles. It says that if sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of other triangle, that means the sides, for example, AB by DE is equal to what? AC by DF, which is equal to what? BC by EF. If the sides are proportion, if the corresponding sides are proportion, then the corresponding angles will be equal. It is similar to what? The A criteria, where the angles are equal, the sides will be in proportion. Here, if the sides are in proportion, and that means angles, the corresponding angles will be same. That means the two triangles will be similar. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Side. That is, yes, corresponding sides are in same proportion. That means what? The triangles will be similar. Here, SCS, the name itself is says side angle side. What is side angle side? If one angle of the triangle is equal to another, if one angle of the triangle is equal to another triangle and two sides are proportion, then we can say that the triangle ABC is similar to triangle DA. Two sides. If one angle of a triangle is equal to one angle of the other triangle, okay, then the sides including these triangles are proportion. For example, angle A is equal to angle D. The side including this triangle, that is AB, is proportional to DE and AC is proportional to DF. We can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEA. Hopefully you have understood. Students, you should understand these four concepts to solve 2 mark or 3 mark question in the examination. So try to learn this proof. Definitely 4 marks it will be. These students will solve the questions based on Thales theorem, A criteria, SAS and triple S criteria. So I'll be solving few questions, but I've included more questions because the concepts Needs clear understanding, and you should solve many questions. I've included around 10 plus questions based on these theorems. So I'll be solving few questions, try to understand and try to solve all these questions. If you're not able to understand, try to watch the video again and again. Try to clear the doubts with your teacher, but definitely the questions will be there based on these theorems. Here, in figure, they have given D is parallel to what? BC. That means D is parallel to BC. That means we should use the concept of Thales theorem. Here in triangle ABC, D is parallel to BC, and they have given AD as 1.5 centimeter, BB as 3 centimeter, AE as 1 centimeter. We should find out EC. Here, what we'll do now, given condition, we'll write the condition first. Without condition, you cannot. D is parallel to what? BC. If D is parallel to BC in this triangle ABC, using what? Using Thales theorem. So try to understand using Thales theorem what we can say. AD by DB equals what? AE by. For 2 marks, similar questions have been asked in model paper also. You should solve that problem. What is AD? AD they have given test 1.5 centimeter divided by dB is 3. What is AE? It is 1. EC we should find out EC as it is. Now cross multiply. EC equals 3 into 1 is what? 3 whole divided by 1.5 cross multiplying it will come to denominator. 3 divided by 1.5 that is 30 divided by 15 is what? Therefore, EC is what? 2 centimeter. So solve this similar question. Next question in the figure, if LN is parallel to CB, LN is parallel to, see there you should split this sphere into two triangles ABC and ADC. So in triangle ABC or ADC, ACD, in triangle ABC, LM is parallel to what? CB. What you should do? This triangle is like this. Triangle A, C, B, LM is parallel. So what you should do? LM is parallel to CB. What you should do? You should apply Thales theorem. That is AL by LC equals what? AM by MB. So in the same way, in triangle ADC, LN is parallel to CB. So you can write it as what? AN by NB equals AL by LC. Take this as 2, this is 1. So from 192, so what we should do is we should prove that AM by AB. AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. Otherwise, you could have used the corollary, could have got the answer directly, but I'll go here stepwise. But try to use the corollary. So what from 192, what we get? AM by MB equals AN by ND. Why? Because here AL by AC they are same. Therefore, AM by MB is equal to AN by NB. Now take reciprocal. What you get? MB by AM equals ND by AM. So add 1 on both sides. Why? Because to get the side AD, complete side AB and AD. So add +1 on both sides. Take LCM, what do you get? MB plus AM by AM equals ND plus AN by AN. So what is MB plus AM? MB plus AM is AB. Now we get AB by AM equals AD by AM. Therefore, but what we should do is AM by AB. Therefore, again we need to reciprocal. So AM by AB equals AN by A. Hence 2. This is the kind of questions you need practice, students. After understanding the theorems, you need practice. So I've included based on case many questions actually. Try to solve these questions. Try to understand the questions. If you understand, you will be able to solve. Finding the value x based on Thales theorem can be asked for 2 marks. That is there in the model question paper. Try to solve. There is one question is there. Here ax equals p minus 3, bx equals 2p minus 2, ay by yc is what? 1 by 4. Find p. Again using Thales theorem, ax by bx equals ay by cy. What is ax? Why I am using this proportion? Because xy is parallel to bc. That means a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. Therefore, they are the sides, the divided sides in the proportion. What is ax? Ax is p minus 3. What is bx? 2p minus 2. What is ay by yc is 1 by 4. First multiply 4p minus 4 3s are 12 equals 2p minus 2. Now shift this 2p this side. 4p minus 2p equals minus 2 after shifting, minus 12 after shifting, it becomes plus 12 minus 2, minus 2 as it is. 2p equals 10, p equals what? 10 by 2 is 5. So based on this, instead of p, they can ask x. So based on this kind of questions will be there based on theory. Dear students, in this question, they have given PQ is parallel to RS. We need to prove that triangle POK is similar to triangle SOR. See here, if PQ is parallel to RS, we can say that angle P is equal to angle S. Why? Angle P is equal to angle S. Why? Because they are alternate angles. The same way, angle Q will be equal to angle R. Same reason, alternate angles. And we can say that POQ, angle POQ is similar to angle ROS. Why they are equal? Because they are vertically opposite angles. Therefore, using which criteria? How many angles are equal? Three angles are equal. Using a triple A criterion for triangles, we can say that triangle POQ is similar to triangle SOR. It's not equal, it's similar. Same uh, similar question, but not on A criteria, it's based on we'll see. Here they are given OA into OB equals OC into OD. This is what the question is. That means I'll write OA by bring it down, OC is equal to OD by OB. Two corresponding sides are in proportion. That means OA, OC, OD, OB. So what we do? Take this angle. AOD is equal to what? BOC. Why? Vertically opposite. How many sides are proportion? Two sides. Two sides are in proportion and one corresponding angles are equal. That means which criteria? Yes, A, yes. Therefore, we can say that triangle AOD is similar to triangle BOC. That means the corresponding angles also will be equal. That means angle A will be equal to angle C and angle B equals to angle A. There are few similar questions included in this worksheet. Try to solve all those worksheet, the statement problem based on Thayer's theorem, A criteria, and SAS, triple S criteria. Try to solve all these questions. Definitely, it will be helpful for your examination. Dear students, thank you for watching the video. Best wishes for SSLC exam 2025. Do subscribe the channel, join my WhatsApp channel and Telegram group which is in the description. Follow all these instructions what I've given. Don't limit yourself. Try to score above 70 by practicing all these questions. Exam will be easy if you learn conceptually. If you learn, exam will be very easy. Try to learn all those questions. Thank you.